Hi, I'm Karen Frischmann. I am a Pilates teacher from Los Angeles, California, and today we're going to explore Joe's toe gizmo. So let's get started. So I'm here with Grace, and we are going to be exploring Joe's toe gizmo. And here we have two different spring resistances. So the red one is going to be a light resistance, and the black one is going to be the heavier resistance. So today we're going to work with the lighter spring. So you can see lots, not so much, to work through strengthening her feet. So there are more exercises than you think that we would be able to do with this little gizmo. And so the first one we're going to do is going to be to open up this joint for the big toe. So I'm going to place this around Grace's big toe. So we're going to go down to the base. There we go. And she's going to go about hip width apart so that we start at what I call the spring at the ready, which means that we haven't opened it, but it's just at that point of opening. She's going to sit nice and tall, and her legs are long. Now, before we start, I want to say that we are doing this in the seated position with long legs. But if I had a student who really needed this work in the feet or the lower body, I can sit them up on a chair and place their feet on the floor, and we can still do the same work. I just like this because we were able to connect the feet into the center in the seat better. So to start, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the feet flexed, and we're going to put a little tension. There we go. And we're going to stabilize the right foot. I'm left-handed, so I always start with the left. You can stabilize the left foot if you want. And we're just going to take this foot and we're going to pull it away from the center. So this guy's going to stay, and we're just going to go 1 foot at a time. And what that's going to do is open up this joint of the big toe. There we go, stretch. And I know because our feet are connected all the way through the center that she's feeling it through her seat and everything. There we go. That's it. Then we're going to do the other foot. That's it. And what we're really looking for is as she pulls, the ability of that spring to keep that toe nice and straight. And then we can do both. So she can start with the center. She's going to pull both out. And then she's going to bring them in. And then we can go out, we can go down, we can go together and up. So now not only are we working that joint in the big toe, but we're working through the flexibility of the ankle and the whole lower body. And then you can reverse it and press. I'm actually watching Grace work, and I actually think that this spring is a little bit too light because I'm not getting the stretch that I want in the big toe. So we're going to switch you. I always love having choices. Okay, so we're going to go out. Oh, see, there we go. Down, together, and up. Good. Now that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And then reverse it. Now, I've started Grace in this exercise with the toe gizmo at the base of her toe. And we can increase the range of motion, we can increase the stretch by moving it up the toe. So now from here, we're going to go down, we're going to come up onto the base of her nail. And we're going to do the same sequence. All right, so we're going to do less because it's a heavier spring. She's not quite used to it, but also we're doing a lot of these today. Normally I would just choose one and go for that. So we're going to go, there we go. That's it. Good. Now, since we're out sort of further on that lever or that length of the toe, she's going to get more pull. And then reverse. And then, of course, we can go to the very edge. And this is going to be the maximum pull that we're going to get.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's it, good. You can see she's working, even though we're really focusing here, we're working through the full range of the foot. All right, so now from here, we're going to start to work on the strength of the big toe. So there are a couple ways that we can do this. So the first way is I'm actually going to hook this on both toes, and Grace is going to bend this knee there to the point where, again, we have the spring at the ready. We haven't opened it, but it is at tension. Now this foot is going to stay flexed, and we're going to be working to make sure that this big toe stays in this flexed position. And then for this foot, we're going to point it and we're going to reach this big toe down. That's it. And then we're going to bring it back up. It's a really great exercise. There you go. Good.
Really good.
And then we're going to switch legs. Same thing. That's it. And we're going to keep this pulling back. So both feet are active. So this one is pulling up. Now, if I had a student who was seated in a chair, we would have this foot, like we would bring the hands under the thigh to support if we were seated, and we can do the same exercise. Good. And those are sort of the most common exercises that we would use the toe gizmo for. Now, we can also strengthen the other toes. I would probably use the lighter gizmo for this one. And we can bring it to the next toe. And this one, I'm going to actually have you grab it. Good. And we're just going to just lightly give it a little stretch. And then you're going to reach the toe. So we're not pulling from here. We're going to stretch that toe down. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. And then bring it back up. These are lesser seen. I don't do these very often. I usually just work the big toe. Good. And bring it up. And then we can go to the next one and just give it a little stretch. Good.
These guys are nice and tight together.
Yeah. And then good. So yeah, it's about moving through here and allowing this toe to lengthen. So we're really looking to stretch through those tendons. Okay. There we go. Good. Now this isn't for everybody. This is a little bit aggressive in the pull. So I would really be, so yeah. That's it. Good. And we're going to move through.
I feel like it's not on.
There we go. Very possibly. Good. And then we'll do the baby toe.
There we go.
And pull. And for this guy, press through here. A little, that's it. Nice strong feet.
Ooh.
And then the other side. He really did have an app for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. Those middle toes really needed some stretching.
Mm-hmm. There we go. And we're going to do the last toe. And these are sort of the essential. Oh, these are, we got a little work on that guy. Okay. So this toe, when we give it the stretch, wants to cross over, and we want to keep it in alignment. So actually, yep, I would pull a little bit and then just lightly press. Lightly. Good. That's it. That's where it can handle it. So you want to keep it within its range of motion. Is that okay? Good. And that's the toe gizmo.